Everyone, my name is Joe Ehizode. Welcome to Platform Media International. This is the sports segment. This weekend is a big thing in the whole of Europe because all the major soccer league has taken off. Today, the English Premier League will be starting. Shortly, I'll be giving you a rundown of all the fixtures from the English Premier League. But meanwhile, let me quickly give you a rundown of events in the English League. Gary and Phil Neville are mourning right now for they have lost their dad. Their dad died far away, Australia, where he was leading the English netball team in Australia. The captain of Stoke City, Sean Cross, is having a spinal surgery. As a result, he'll be missing the opener this weekend. Jack Wilshere, who many have described as having a glassy leg, again is in the news because he has had his ankle fractured. And according to reports, he will be missing about 5 weeks absent from the English Premier action. Again, the coach of Southampton, Koeman, is to miss the opener because he's not a player, but he's the coach. But he has just had a surgery in his Achilles heels, and as a result, he won't be present when his team will be taking the Newcastle United this weekend. Bilic, the new coach of West Ham, that's the lowly team from Romania, dumped out of the European League this weekend. Is doing some readjustment, and as a result, he is still hopeful of bringing about 3 to 4 signings this weekend. The big one of it all is that the special one, Jose Mourinho, has signed a £30 million contract to stay at the bridge till 2019. And some people have said that this is a big boost for Chelsea because their coach is reassured to stay in the league till 2019. And again, they say it's a big boost for them to win the league. Let's see what happens. I'll be back shortly, and as usual, my guest will also be with me. Yes, the usual face, of course you know him. He's a specialist in African soccer because he was a good participant and a participant because he played in the Nigerian Professional League way back in the 1990s. Of course, we know him. I used to call him OP. He will be here with me. We are going to look at the English Premier League, the fixtures, the impact of the players that have been signed, and what effect they are going to have on the results. And again, we are going to look at the Nigerian football situation. Of course, you know the one that is heating up right now is that why the Nigerian under 20 team, or what they call the dream team, was playing in faraway Congo, and the Falcons was also playing in another country in Quebec. The president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Pinnick Amaju, was in London wearing an Arsenal shirt. We're going to look at that. Is that patriotic enough, or is that a sabotage? My guests will be here to look at that. So, viewers, that's the bumper package for you this weekend. And for those of you who are watching, this is one bottle of water that I need you. If you want to sponsor this segment of PML Sports, come to us and talk to us. My producer have told me that the telephone number will be on the screen for you to call us, and they will be ready to take your calls. But don't forget, one more assignment, viewers, go to our channel on YouTube and subscribe. That's what will make us authentic. If you enjoy this program, just go to YouTube and click the subscription tab, and that will give us some leverage. So stand aside, I'll be back shortly. Have a good evening. My name is Joe Ehizode. I have in the studio with me tonight my very good friend Opone Anyamabo. How are you doing, Opone?
I'm fine.
Of course, you know I have to shorten that name and call you OP.
Okay.
Because that was the name you were known in those days in Nigeria, where you were the goalkeeper of Sharks, or the other name was
Ayo.
Ayo. So if you are doubting if this guy is OP that played for Sharks in 1990, his name, his playing name those days was Ayo.
AYO.
AYO. So welcome to the program, OP.
Thank you for having me.
Tonight we're going to look at the fixtures in English Premier League. Of course, you know it starts this weekend, and everybody's excited. They want to know what impact all the players they've signed, what impact they're going to have in the English Premier League. And the coaches are panting too, because after spending such a high amount of pounds trying to fix these players in their team, the expectations is that, and there are people who will be happy, and there are people who will be sacked. That's very obvious. So, we're going to look at the fixtures, we're going to look at the players. But first of all, OP, you are a Nigerian, I'm a Nigerian. Let's look at what is going on in the Nigerian soccer scene. Last weekend, it was reported that the chairman of Nigerian Football Federation, NNF, Mr. Pinnick Amaju, was far away in England watching the Community Shield between Arsenal and Chelsea. While the Nigerian soccer teams, the Olympic team called the Dream Team, was in faraway Congo, and the Falcons was also playing away in the Olympic Championship. And the story is that the Nigerian football chairman was wearing Arsenal shirt, was at the Wembley Stadium watching foreign teams. While the team he's superintending, while the teams that is under his care were playing international games. OP, as a player
Okay, thank you for having me again on this sports segment.
Yeah.
But if you recall, the last time I was here, there was something I said. Maybe you guys don't take it seriously. I told you about love and passion for the game. When your words you're managing are playing and you are somewhere else, that is not just double standard, it's triple standard. It's disgraceful.
Okay, the argument is that Pinnick Amaju has his own private life, that he can be anywhere at matches or English matches when his teams are playing very, very competitive soccer matches.
Yes, he has a private life.
Okay.
That cannot be disputed.
Mm-hmm.
But if he owns a company, he can go to England and watch whatever he wants to watch. But if he's employed by somebody to do a job, he has to manage and run what he's employed to do.
Oh, in this aspect, he's an employee.
Yes, he's employed.
By who?
By the Nigerian Football Federation.
Okay,
so
he's an employee.
He's an employee, so he has to honor that. That comes first.
But OP, there's another argument that the chairmanship of Nigeria Football Federation is part-time, it's not full-time. So he can do whatever he likes at his own private time. Does that argument hold water?
No, he cannot do whatever he wants at his own time.
Okay.
If you don't like the job, quit. Let some other person take over.
Do they quit in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Do they?
Because...
No, OP, do they quit in Nigeria? Do people quit in Nigeria?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Quit.
Oh, he can quit.
They don't.
Okay.
Quit.
So what do you do to them?
No.
Do we take a whip to whip them into position?
No,
it's not possible.
Let me tell you something. You don't take a whip to whip them. But the problem there is FIFA. You know, FIFA rules says you cannot interfere with football in your country.
Yes.
That's why you see the people running football in Nigeria are doing that. Because the government can't interfere.
There's what is called morality in this thing. I mean, you are the chairman of Nigerian Football Federation. Even if you have a private life, morality, I mean, patriotism too. But again, is that a double standard? Because the former coach of the Super Eagles, Keshi, was fired because he was found to be applying for a job in Cote d'Ivoire when he was still under contract in Nigerian Football Federation. And that was the reason why they fired him. Now, the chairman who supervised the firing of Keshi is busy watching Arsenal and Chelsea on a day that the national teams were playing in competitive matches for the Olympics and all the rest. And Falcons, the women's national team. So, where is the standard there? One hand, you are firing a coach for applying for a job in another country, and the other hand, you are watching a foreign team when your teams are playing away.
Okay.
So where do we go from here, OP?
Two things.
Yes.
One, Keshi was under him.
Okay.
I say was because he's no more.
Yes.
But you got to understand too that a falling tree makes no noise if you're not there to hear it.
Okay.
Keshi, as we had, went to apply for the Cote d'Ivoire job.
Yes.
Underneath,
Yeah.
it's a falling tree. People heard the noise.
Yes.
So he was fired.
Yes.
Now, as we all know, Nigeria doesn't have a system. They have a way. The chairman is just running the Football Federation in his own way because there is no system.
Okay.
Now, that is the problem.
That's a good one. All right. Okay. OP. You see, every time we discuss Nigeria soccer, African soccer situation, there's no way we can exhaust it. There's no way we can find an automatic solution. So let's leave it at that, right? Let's leave it at that. So it's a poser for viewers. Is it legal? Is it normal? Is it morally good, right or wrong for the Nigerian Football Federation chairman to be outside in a country watching English teams play for as lowly as championship called Community Shield between Arsenal and Chelsea when the Olympic team was playing Congo and Super Falcons was playing either in Equatorial Guinea or Cape Verde? I mean, is that normal? So I leave that to viewers, and just for your information, we leave that for you to make up your mind and not for us to make your mind for you. All right? So we are moving over to the English Premier League. I know, OP, you are going to smile about that, right? Because everybody, we're excited, everybody is upbeat, we're looking forward to the season. Let me quickly give a rundown of all the fixtures. Manchester United will be hosting Everton. Leicester City will be hosting Crystal Palace, while Chelsea will be at home to Swansea. That's on Saturday. On Sunday, Arsenal will be hosting West Ham. Newcastle United will be hosting Southampton, while Liverpool will be away to Stoke. And on Monday, Manchester City will be away to West Bromwich. You can see that. That's the lineup. OP. A lot has gone under the bridge during this off-season. Players' movement from left to right and all that. The question I want to ask you today, let's take the 5 major teams in the Premiership. Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United. Now, make impact in these 5 teams.
As I've earlier said, we can sit here in the studio and guess this player will be this player will be that. It doesn't count.
Okay.
What matters is when the time comes, can you stand? That is what is important. You can sign whoever you want to sign. I will give you an example. Let me cite some instances last year.
Yeah.
Di Maria was paid so much to come to Manchester United. He did not appear. Falcao, the same to Manchester United.
They show up.
He didn't show up. So these are some of the things people have to really look into.
But of course, OP, we'll go to the stadium to watch the superstars. That's what drives people to go to the stadium. So if they are paid such a very big amount of money to come and play, you expect that they have to prove it. They have to show. All right? That's what it takes. So if you are paid how heavily, then you have to prove yourself.
Yeah, I understand.
So when players like Bastian Schweinsteiger is coming to Manchester United, Peter Cech is coming to Arsenal, Raheem Sterling is coming to Manchester City, all paid in thousands and millions of pounds. Are you not telling me that people will stomach it and they don't perform?
I know. I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
To whom much is given, much is expected.
Thank you.
Yeah. That is one part of it. Okay? That's one part of it.
Yeah.
The second part of it is this. People buy players, coaches buy players, managers buy players, club buy players with the expectation that those players will make them do good. But one thing you have to understand when you buy players, does this player fit into the way my team plays? You have to look into that.
Are you telling me that looking at all the Premiership teams, there's no player that you think that will fit into, that will make impact, that will fit into the style of the coaches? So why are they buying them?
You see, everything is
OP, are you telling me that millions of pounds are paid to this player and coaches and it has to be a trial and error? And if it is trial and error, how can't you and me be coaches of these teams and be paid such an amount? Because I can try at something, if it doesn't work, well, I don't think that's what these coaches are doing.
Well, you can say so. Like I've earlier said, every coach have his or her own style of play. That cannot be disputed.
Okay.
Okay. Let us regress a little bit. A couple of years ago, Matthias Kezman was bought from PSV Eindhoven to Chelsea. He couldn't score a goal.
And he was sold.
Yeah, but with the expectation that he's good, he's going to make them win.
Yeah.
Andriy Shevchenko was brought from Milan to Chelsea. They were looking for all means just to make him score. Penalties, they want him they give him penalties. They're looking for all means to make him score. So that's how it works. But more importantly, I'm going to let viewers know that the English Premier League is a league for men and not boys.
But they have not won the championship, the European Champions League for what's the last time? When is the last time they won it?
Who?
English teams. The last time they won it was when Chelsea won it in 2012.
Yes, the last time was
so if they are the best in Europe, why are they not winning the Champions League?
I didn't say they're the best, but I said the English Premier League is for men, and not for boys. So
La Liga and Bundesliga, they are for boys.
No, let's look. English Premier League is the most exciting league. Nobody said it's the best league, but it's the most exciting league. Yeah, okay. Because let me finish.
That is marketing.
Let me finish.
Okay.
I said they said the most exciting league, not the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
what is exciting?
Okay. You in the English Premier League,
yeah,
you can see what is coming. You know what is coming. You don't know what you're going to get when it comes. That's what makes it exciting. In the Spanish league, you know, Barcelona is playing Villarreal 2-0, done, gone. Real Madrid is playing Valencia. Oh, you know, 3-0, gone. Barcelona will win 2-0 today. Real Madrid will win 3 the next day. Real Madrid will win 4. Barcelona will win 3. That's the problem with the Spanish league. But English league, the top can play in the bottom. You are not sure what you're going to get. You can see it. Oh, it's coming. When it gets there, you're not sure what's going to come out of it.
Okay. So now let's go back to our first point. In Manchester City, Manchester United. Let's start with Manchester United. They have some very good players that they sign. Of those players, who do you think will be the star attraction? They pay Morgan Shedlin, Bastian Schweinsteiger. Who do you think will be the star attraction in Manchester United?
They sign new players, but don't forget Rooney is still there.
No, amongst the new players.
Yeah, we talk about. No, I'm coming to that.
Who will make an impact?
I'm coming to that.
Okay.
I said they sign new players, but don't forget Rooney is still there.
Yeah.
But talking about the new players, like I said in your last segment, Bastian Schweinsteiger is injury prone. If Manchester can keep him healthy, then it's going to help Manchester United. Morgan Schneiderlin is a good player. But there is something I'm going to say here. Bastian Schweinsteiger and Morgan Schneiderlin, they are both like holding midfielders. So now I wonder
about Carrick. Carrick is also holding.
Carrick is also holding midfielder.
Yeah.
So what does the coach wants to do? That's why I say
the 2 matches in a season. So
yeah, but
they use some.
They are playing for the 2 matches, and you're paying a big a large sum of money for 3 holding midfielders.
They have the money.
No, having the money is one thing. Getting the right players to play the right position is another thing. I'm not saying those players will not do good or so, but what I'm saying, getting the right players in the right position is another thing.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, let's go to Chelsea. We have Falcao and the rest. Who will make an impact in Chelsea among the new players?
Falcao, why I'm saying Falcao might show up this season is he was in the Premier League the previous season. In my own opinion, that was why Mourinho went for him. He was a good player, but you know, as I said, the Premier League is for men and not for boys.
Okay.
So, to my own opinion, I think last season was the season for him to adapt to know the Premier League, and this season I think he's gonna be better.
Personally, I feel that the days of Falcao is over. He didn't show up in the Copa America. He didn't show up in the Community Shield. I don't know if there's going to be a miracle in this season.
But Falcao is just coming back from his serious injury.
Okay.
We still got to give him a chance.
Benefit of that.
The benefit of that, give him a chance. See.
What about Arsenal? They signed one notable player, and all I hear from Arsenal fans is that this is their year. And they just signed somebody called Peter Cech from Chelsea. And therefore, Arsenal players and fans are saying this is their year. Is Cech able to carry this load?
Cech is a good goalkeeper.
Yes.
You cannot dispute that.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. He's a good goalkeeper. But the problem I'm having with that is this. The problem Arsenal goalkeepers have been having is crosses, area balls. And Cech is not good in that too. If you watch the last game they played, the Community Shield, he did not command his area very well when it comes to the area balls.
And Ramirez will go a free header. But you don't blame the goalkeeper for that.
I'm not talking about Ramirez free header.
Yeah.
If you look actually when he came, when they were like crowd in the area, he didn't do like really well in those situations. Yeah, in those situations, and that's the problem Arsenal goalkeepers have been having. In terms of like his personality in goal, it's going to help Arsenal because his back four, knowing that they have a goalkeeper with presence at the back, is a big boost for them. Okay.
What about Liverpool? Remember, there's one boy from Nigeria, 19-year-old boy, Jordan Ibe. And no English press, they call him Jordan Ibe. His name is Jordan Ibe, not Jordan Ibe. Is he able to command a lot of influence in the Liverpool lineup?
Well, the season will start and we will know.
Okay, let's talk about the coaches before we close up. OP, who amongst the coaches you think we complete this season, or who do you think is in danger of being fired?
One, if Man City are not in the top 3 by the end of the first round, I think Pellegrini will be in trouble.
But the coach of
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Liverpool is another one. If Liverpool is out of the first 5, I think Brendan Rodgers will be in trouble because Liverpool Football Club have supported Brendan Rodgers with everything that they can.
Okay.
Even at the worst of times, they've supported him. Financially, they've supported him. So I expect him to.
So Arsene Wenger is not in trouble.
Arsene Wenger is not in trouble, but in my own opinion, I think Arsenal this season will miss out in top 4.
Will miss out?
Yeah, in top 4.
Oh, that's not a popular opinion though.
No.
You are in trouble.
No.
Because Arsenal fans will not watch this program again.
No, they will. I will explain to you. Do you want me to tell you why?
Okay, tell me why.
Okay, briefly. This is it. You see, Arsenal, they've been playing well in all their friendly matches. Arsenal is a team that cannot play 5 games, 6 games with the same set of players. That is the problem they're having. They're playing good in all their friendly games. How many friendly games have they played? They won three trophies in pre-season.
Yeah.
Now, by the time the season starts, when it's real action, how long will those players go? There were no new sign apart of Peter Cech. You have to have backup. It's the same players.
Okay. Opie, you'll be here next week. We are going to see. So, can you give your prediction? Manchester United and Spurs. What's your prediction? Who will win?
I'll take Manchester on that.
Bournemouth and Aston Villa. What's your prediction? They're just coming from the championship.
I'll say Bournemouth.
Okay. Everton versus Watford.
Everton.
Leicester City versus Crystal Palace.
I fancy Crystal Palace.
Chelsea will be at home to Swansea. Who wins?
I'll take Chelsea.
Arsenal is hosting West Ham on Sunday. Who wins? Come on.
Arsenal, West Ham.
Yes.
We give Arsenal the benefit of the doubt.
Oh man, I don't think this guy, you like Arsenal at all, or you are pretending. Because West Ham was just knocked out of the Europa League by a lowly team from Romania called Astra. And you are saying Arsenal won't beat them? You are in doubt? Okay, let's see. Newcastle versus Southampton. Who wins?
The draw won't be bad in that.
Liverpool will be away to Stoke City.
Liverpool.
And finally on Monday, West Bromwich versus Manchester City. Who wins?
Manchester City.
Thank you very much, viewers. That's all we have for you for this weekend. OP, I want to thank you again for coming to this program. And I guess you won't disappoint me. Next week we'll come back here and face the viewers on these predictions you have made, on those also the observation we made about Arsenal that I think is not a popular thing to say. We'll come back here next week and we'll go through this again. I'm sure you'll be coming.
Yeah.
Okay, viewers, that's all we got for you this weekend. But let me quickly say, this is a bottle in front of me. If you want any of your product to be sponsored, call us. Our numbers is on the screen. My producer has said so. So call us, and there we'll be at your doorsteps. Again, finally, Coach Sunday Olise has invited players to camp, and most of them home base, to start training for the World Cup qualifying match against Tanzania. So we're looking forward to that. Sunday Olise is kicking off his campaign as the coach of Super Eagles. Let's see what is going to happen. Again, my take about Nigerian Soccer Federation, I think it's not only unbecoming, but I guess it's morally wrong for the head of Nigerian Football Federation to be found to be wearing a foreign soccer team shirt. Otherwise, it's even criminal for a head of a country's football federation to be away when his teams are playing, and they were showing support to a foreign team. So, Pinik Amaju, I think you should rethink and do it right, or else the table will be turned against you shortly. So, that's all we have for you, viewers. I will see you next time, and keep tuning in. Please subscribe to our channel on YouTube, because that will give us a leverage. You see what we are presenting to you. Just go to YouTube, click the red button, subscription, and that will be a better thing for us. So that's all we have. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.